Nah, and then there's no trailer, but they announced that Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity Code of Creation is the finale patch title. Why do I have a feeling they wanted that to be the name of the expansion, but you can't have GW2 COC. Sorry. They said I will never forget how they said that Path of Fire had another name that they absolutely loved, but the acronym when you did just the letters, they couldn't. They're like, nope, marketing said no. You could if you weren't cowards. Marketing said no. So September 15th, we got something else for September, guys. There's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in September, but right smack in the middle of September, September 15th. So just over a month away from the Visions of Eternity finale. Look at I like how the style, like the way this is stylized is a little bit different. I absolutely love it. Code of Creation. I'm so freaking hyped. Look at this. Look at this concept art of, I assume, the new map. Oh my god. Oh my god. Didn't even occur to me this was the same week. It's same week as Fire Emblem. Oh my god. There's so much in September. There's so much in September. It's insane. It's going to be very, very, very busy. I am so ready. Oh my gosh. Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity Code of Creation, September 15th, 2026. Story finale. Deeper Revelations, Under Pressure. Oh, are these the names of like the chapters? Deeper Revelations, Under Pressure, Ripples in the Pond, The Burden of Seeing, So Be It, Everything That We Are. Oh my gosh, it's good, like meta. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. New explorable map and meta event, Lay Spring Hollows map. Lay Spring Hollows. Oh my god. And then the meta event, The Depths of Cruelty. These names, and it just keeps going. A new fractal, Raid and Convergence. Solitary Throne, I assume, is the fractal. And then I assume the Raid and Convergence is the Nexus of Eternity. These names. There's so many ofs. Depths of Cruelty, Nexus of Eternity. Later on here, the new legendary sword is the Wages of Stars. Like, I feel like these are all were potential expansion names because they got the of. They got the of in there. Amsan, thank you so much for using your Prime sub. Don't let those Prime subs go to waste, guys.
And then after Guild Wars 2 stops having new content
Yes.
for a while?
Yeah, not new content. It doesn't stop having new content. It stops having new expansion packs for a while. They have already announced a bunch of stuff that will be coming to Guild Wars 2 in the next couple years. But they're not going to have paid expansions until after Guild Wars 3 launches. And then after Guild Wars 3 launches, they have already said they are going to start up expansions again for Guild Wars 2 while Guild Wars 3 is live. And that they're also working on stuff for Guild Wars 1. ArenaNet has going to have 3 games going simultaneously with active updates. Amazing. Incredible. I can't wait. I'm just, there's not going to be enough time for everything. But that's the beauty. There's no sub fee. So you can just hop to whatever game you want whenever you want. There's no do I have to do this one? I have a sub fee, so I really should play this one. They've already said no sub fee for Guild Wars 3, no battle pass or any timed thing like that. That is a paid thing. But yes, for Guild Wars 2, so this Visions of Eternity finale will be yes, the last expansion until after Guild Wars 3 is released, which is looking to be 2028 because fall of 2027 they're going to start doing beta tests for Guild Wars 3. But they have said that Guild Wars 2 is still going to get updates with new stuff. There's going to be a new map in Ore that will be explorable and have new events, maybe new story in there. That doesn't mean that there's going to be no story whatsoever. Because remember, they have done little story updates, little story chapters, like when End of Dragons launched, and End of Dragons was a whole expansion, start to finish. But then even afterwards, there were like little story updates. And even didn't Galadelv come out in those little like post EOD story updates? So we already know there's a new map coming in Ore. And the Hall of Monuments is the big thing. The Hall of Monuments is going to be something that we will all be working on, which lets us do things in Guild Wars 2 to get rewards in Guild Wars 3. Same as Guild Wars 1 did for Guild Wars 2. So that is coming. They listed other things that were coming as well. I forget what they are at the moment, but those were the two big ones. The Hall of Monuments, which will be a slow rollout of it. It won't be like the whole game at once. It's going to be like core game achievements you can do, and then they're going to go through the content. They're going to go through like the expansions and like, okay, so now we're releasing the stuff you can do or have done in Heart of Thorns for the Hall of Monuments. So it's going to get like everybody funneled back to that content. When like it's that content's turn in the Hall of Monuments. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. I'm so excited with the way that they're doing it. Amsan, thank you for the hydration. Big hydrate, everybody. Big hydrate. New World versus World map. That was it. No, Galadelv, not the best example because it wasn't the best map or the best implementation of it. But I'm just saying that it had new story. Right, it was light story, but it had new story, it had new content. So I'm not expecting them to release this Ore map, and there just be no story or no lore. Like there's gonna be lore, right? It's not gonna. There might not be like story instances, but there's going to be lore in the new Ore map. And I think they said it's gonna directly relate to Guild Wars 3. Haven't finished Soto yet. That's fine. That's fine. You got lots of time. You got lots of time. Still need to play through Guild Wars 1. It's like the best time to do it right now. Best time to do it. Want the rest of Ore to open up in Guild Wars 2. That'd be amazing. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure one of the things in the Hall of Monuments is going to be legendary weapons. And so if you've already made a bunch of legendary weapons, it's going to give you something in Guild Wars 3 for that. Absolutely. I know, Ardoc. Oh my god, this map, this concept art, this has got to be the new map, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's called Layspring Hollows. It looks like there's just going to be like magic everywhere. It's going to be gorgeous. It's like Ekavald but with like lay magic everywhere. I know. I'm assuming this is the new map concept art. So excited. Brand new mastery, rift amplification, new legendary sword and infusion, wages of stars and volatile ascension. Wizard's Vault refresh, rewards and achievements. Wing! Ow! I hurt myself doing that. Ow. Careful. Man, they showed us this like a month before. This is exciting. I'm so excited. All of this looks so cool. There was something else from, what, a couple days ago? A couple days ago? Or was it this one? This one! This one! They put out this a couple days ago. Oh, I'm blocking, Kuda. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, where's my freaking camera? There we go. This has got to be new. This is new music, right? Sorry. I assume this is new music. And people have pointed out that Vlox is in a different outfit. And that it looks like the Asuran wedding outfit. So, like, the comments are nothing but people being like, oh, Vlox is gonna marry the commander. Oh, and apparently there was already, like, a Blue Sky account of someone who just makes Vlox art and, that actually does ship Vlox and the commander and, like, makes art and has been doing it for a while. And so, like, they freaked out. Why is Isgar in there? Why is Isgar in there? I guess, well, wait. Oh, wait. The Asura on the left represents the commander, right? So it's the commander and Isgarin. And Kuda is, like, against Phlox now, too. Phlox is kind of just on his own now. And then there's, like, the seer in the background. I don't know if that's Isgarin or, like, another seer or what. Maybe we'll get E. That'd be wild if we got E. Yeah, who's the dude in the background behind the Asura with purple hair? Isgar. Well, this is Isgarin. There's also like a bug or something right here. I don't know what that is. It looks like a praying mantis. A chalk? I don't think it's a chalk. Barely remember what the chalk looked like. It's like it looks like a mantis. It's probably just like Vlox's like new robo whatever. It's gonna be like maybe the new enemy we fight. He's got robo things. And then down below in the center and the bottom is you got Canuck, what's her face? Gritlock, Canuck, and Sadira. Am I saying her name right? Forget. It does look chalk-like, but there are chalk in Castora. Oh. Josephine! What's up, Josephine? Gallmancy says it looks like a chalk too. Did chalk look like mantises? I honestly don't remember what chalk looked like. Commander marries Detective Rama in my Google Docs. So yeah. I guess Vlox is gonna kidnap us and marry us. We have to repopulate Tyria. It becomes a Snargle Goldclaw novel for real. I don't know. I'm just excited. Oh man, it's gonna be oh man, this has the potential to like completely blow our minds. I want this to blow our minds so hard we need the 2-year wait before we get another expansion. Like I like Guild Wars 2 is so far into things like I like anything could happen. Like people are like, oh, what if Phlox turns back time and then Guild Wars 3, right? And that's why we're there or whatever. Like, like right now there's the potential for like anything to happen, and I'm down. Like, get meta. I don't care at this point. At some point you're just like, who cares? Just get crazy, right? And this has the potential to really like go anywhere, do anything in this finale. And I don't want all this build up in this really, really cool expansion with this really, really cool quote unquote villain. And then it's just kind of nothing. Like, it needs to be something big, right? Like, I want it to be something that just blows my mind. Like, it's been a minute since my mind has been like absolutely blown in Guild Wars 2. Just and like just like I said, like just I hope they just go crazy and do something crazy. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. No, I'm not wanting them to do a time travel thing. I'm just open to it, especially since apparently in core Guild Wars 2 story and like one of the Asura personal stories that like time travel is possible. And plus we have the mists and we have fractals and there's a lot of potential for that kind of timey-wimey-ish thing in Guild Wars. Like, it's not something we've never seen before. I don't necessarily want that, but I'm just open to it being that. The Asura invents a temporal discombobulator. That's right. Don't want Guild Wars 3 to be bogged down in lore from Guild Wars 2 and risk alienating new players. No, I don't think they would. No, I don't think they're gonna do a Guild Wars 3 exists because of what Vlox did. I don't think they're gonna do that. And I don't think they should do that. I'm just saying something equally as wild and crazy is what I would want to happen. But no, I don't think. Because then it would be, well, you got to play all the way to the end of Guild Wars 2 to understand why we're here in Guild Wars 3. And no. No, I think they're really looking for a fresh experience. I think the most they should do is like whatever Vlox does, because of what he talked about in the last update and throughout VoE, is like whatever he does, like might change what happens in the past, which I think is possible. So we could play Guild Wars 3 wondering if this was like the original events or not, but whether it is or not doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't even know if that makes sense. It makes sense in my brain. Or maybe like whatever he does is why we don't know about the fourth playable race. Weren't we gonna get this week? Weren't we gonna get like from the narrative team info about the Guild Wars 3 playable races? That's probably gonna come on Thursday. They've been doing updates on Thursdays, like blog posts. That would be my guess. If this came out today, my guess is Thursday we're gonna get the narrative team talking about one of the new playable races in Guild Wars 3. Yeah, they said it was, yeah, that's how I understood it too. It was gonna be one at a time. So like they'll talk about the Asura and then they'll talk about the humans or whatever order they're gonna do it in. This character in the center, this Asura is Vlox. Yeah. Vox is the bad guy in Has-Been Hotel. Vlox is the bad guy in this expansion of Guild Wars 2. I don't know how this keeps happening to me. I don't know how this keeps happening to me. I remember, what was it, a couple years ago, or, you know, 100 years ago now. What was it? We were looking forward to Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link RIP, and Secrets of the Obscure. And all three logos were yellow. It was like the year of gold logos. And then like Has-Been Hotel Season 2 and Visions of Eternity coming out a day apart. And then the bad guys are named Vlox and Vox. I can't, like, how does this keep happening to me? Vlox would absolutely sing Vox Populi. Actually, he wouldn't, because he wants normal, he wants to lift up normal people. He doesn't want, like, the elder races and Vlox is very down with the government. Down with government, he wants the normal people to save the world. The baby with my baby orange shirt, she's cute. If he did change the past, it's like a self-fulfilling loop. If he did succeed, then everything up to now is Vlox's story and we would never know the original. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Yes. He says he wants to live normal people just like Vox. There you go. Exactly. Vox leads a cult of people. Vox gets, in Has-Been Hotel, gets stronger when people support and believe in his vision. Vlox is like operating on his own. So they're actually very different. So this, everything I've seen for this VoE finale is very, very, very exciting. I'm very, very looking forward to it. September 15th.